Hello everyone. So in this quick video, we're gonna understand the business model of Flipp. Everything from what it is and how do they make money. So I myself am a big user of Flipp. So Flipp essentially is most well known for its consumer-facing side, which is the application you download onto your phones. It's very popular with within my family. It's so popular in the local grocery store where I go to buy groceries. So it essentially is digitizing your flyers. So think about having an app in which you can quickly search any grocery store, you can quickly search any item, you can price match, you can find coupons, and they're starting to add a ton of features that we'll get into. So the way we're going to kind of go about this is very simply from the business model canvas approach. So if you can't see this closely, I'm going to zoom in. There's also going to be a link down below with the blog, which will cover more information. So keep an eye out for that if you need more information. So let's dive right into it. So now that we understand that Flipp is for consumer-facing side of things is essentially an app that digitizes your shopping flyers, gives you coupons, gives you access to quick search, essentially reinventing the whole, as they claim themselves, to the digital buying experience or the paper to digital buying experience. So now let's first really focus on the customer segments here. So we have these customer segments. Number one, as I said, they're really popular for the consumer side of things. So they have an app for a person like you and I, so we can download it and use it ourselves. Then they really have retail partners. So this retail partners are really their. I can show you. So their retail partners are people like Walmart, people like Toys R Us. So all of these companies that want to put their content, which is their products, their information, their customer reviews, their APIs to their e-commerce websites, and give it to Flipp so they can get better use of them. And the third channel is really the media partners. So these are like blog sites, let's say MSN. Don't get me wrong, they might have these, they may not have these. So these are essentially, let's say you go read an article on, let's say, a newspaper site, and then they can kind of quickly prompt you that, hey, you may want to buy something from Walmart. I think, let me quickly show you. So yeah, for example, here they have example on MSN. You're reading an article, and you'll get a quick advertisement of Flipp. So that's essentially their three different customer types. Number one, the consumer-facing stuff. Then they have the retail partners who provide their stuff to Flipp so they can give it to their consumers, such as Walmart will give their product inventory and product reviews to Flipp, so Flipp can present it to the customers. When I'm searching on my mobile phone, or my mother or other people are searching it, right? So now let's look at the problem that they're trying to solve, right? So if you want to understand, for consumers, people like you and I, they're really solving the problem of me looking up the flyers, me looking up the product, me wanting to price match when I go to my local grocery store, or me wanting to see what's coming, right? And for retail partners, this is for like Walmart, people who give them their information. They're actually solving a whole host of very critical problems. So retail partners such as Walmart before had problems of having generic and untargeted their flyer distributions. For example, they will come to your house and shove it down your door or put it down your mailbox, and it will be the same flyer even if you're like a 30-year-old or a 50-year-old or even 23-year-old, right? So what it's really doing is, given the usage that a person would have on their app, it allows those retail companies to have a targeted solution, right? And it's effective, it gets them on time, it gives them ROI, and then that is the problem they're solving for the retail partners. Essentially better digital distribution, more customized and more measurable. Now let's look at the media partners, right? This is like the MSN blog site who advertise Flipp's stuff, such as Walmart's products, alongside their blog posts, right? So a funny thing has been happening. A lot of media partners, such as the online newspapers, are realizing that their print dollars, which they usually used to earn from their print advertisements from their newspapers, they're moving more and more onto the digital space. So they, before they would give, for example, local newspapers would give the flyers alongside the newspapers so they can make more money and they have higher reach. So now more and more, newspapers are realizing that, dollars are slowly switching from offline to digital, so they want to make sure they get the piece of that pie too. So for media partners, for newspaper sites, blog sites, this is really a good opportunity for them to tap into this changing dynamic, right? And the way the solution, let me just zoom in. So the way Flipp really offers a solution again for each of those problems is consumer. For consumer, they have the app. For the retail, they really have a dynamic solution, like an application you log into, in which you can build your personal. The retailer can build their personal their personal, what's it called? Well, the name is the flyers or the distributions they want to get to the people. Then they can even analyze what kind of people are using it, and hey, next time around they can kind of optimize that. So that is really the problem they're solving. And now the other things here are really, for example, now if you're wondering how do they make money, so they make money by they make money by these hosted flyer solutions they have for different companies. For example, they will, where it is, right here. For example, they will take care of your online component. For example, if you go to a site, let's say Macy's.com, and you click on their online flyer or online inventory, Flipp will take care of that. They will host it. They will provide the solution, so they don't have to kind of go out and hunt there. So that's number one. They make money. The second way they make money is through the media distribution again. So if I advertise on a blog site such as the MSN we were talking about here, let's quickly go back to that. So if I advertise on MSN right here, so when someone clicks on it, they make money. They give a distribution. They give a share of that back to MSN, and then Walmart in this example are the one who's paying Flipp, as well as Flipp, who in turn pays the media company. And the second way they're making money is they're selling all of these detailed analytics back to the retailers. For example, talk about the marketing department, right? So marketing department within the Walmart would love to use this to, let's say, tailor some of their products to me instead of, let's say, a 60-year-old, have a different flyer for someone who's living in downtown, let's say Toronto, which is in Canada, as compared to someone who's living, maybe in suburban areas, or even in Mississauga, which is a different location. So this is how they make money. This is their business model canvas. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be doing more of these, so please leave a comment. Please feel free to share any insights that I might have missed. The link to the blog is below, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.